Hello, Divine Souls, and welcome to today's reading. Today we will be discussing what blessings are coming to you in the month of June. I think I'm also going to make this a timeless reading and open it up to what blessings are coming to you in the next month of your life. So whenever you're seeing this, it does apply to you. And along with the blessings that we're talking about, we're also going to see what shadow work that you could possibly engage in to help you prepare and to open up to these blessings. Okay, so with that being said, we are going to have two piles today, and here they are. Thank you. And before I flip them over and before we pick the piles, I want to obviously put up the disclaimer that Tarot and Oracle do not deem you to any realities that you do not resonate with. So take what resonates and leave the rest. And with that being said, let's see what we have. We have unexpected, okay? And we have negativity. All right, so with that being said, call on your guides to help guide you to the pile with the messages for you, and I will see you in your readings. Okay, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You picked number 48 with unexpected. Just to remind you, we are discussing the blessings that are coming into your life in the next month. If you're watching this as this comes out, I am doing this reading in June, right after the full strawberry moon. So that could be relevant to you. It's also a timeless reading. Either way, we're also going to be discussing the shadow work that you could possibly engage in that will help you be open to receiving these blessings. So with that being said, let's get right into the tarot cards that I have pulled for you. So we have 8 of Swords, we have the Fool, we have 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, 7 of Wands, and the Princess of Pentacles. Okay, so pile number 1. Right off the bat, the blessings coming to you is quite a bit of revelation and quite a bit of exploration regarding your magic, your relationship with magic, and also your ability to engage with it. Now, whether you practice magic or not, this could be obviously actual practical magic as far as spells and rituals. This could also be the magic of just kind of taking a little bit more control regarding your life, or the magic of like shifting your perspective, calling on healing, kind of being a little bit more intentional with the direction of your life and the quality of your life almost. So again, whether you're a practitioner already of magic, of practical magic or not, either way, this sort of mundaneness of your life is being transformed into an unexpected relationship with life, whether it's again through practical magic or not. I'm just going to speak in regards to magic. So again, for you, if you don't resonate with magic, try to translate the message into what you do relate to, whether that's just visualization, spirituality, etc., etc. I trust you to translate the message to your own experience, but yeah, so we start off with like kind of this slow start to a developing of your abilities. You start off with the 2 of Wands. It's like you have an experience that opens your eyes to your abilities. Again, it could be mental abilities or physical abilities. There's something that happens within this month that kind of opens your eyes to the possibilities of your power, and also just like the role you play in your life, the role you play in the magic of your life. And then it kind of just slowly transforms. You see yourself sitting in this magic and sitting in this role and kind of starting to explore it a little bit. You see this figure in the 3 of Wands growing their comfort, growing their confidence with this idea or this ability. And then in the 7 of Wands, it's like you're kind of getting there, you're wielding it very well, you have tons of ideas, you have tons of practical areas where you're applying these new ideas to your life, and so it seems like it's almost completely flipping the way you've lived previously, where it seemed dusty and dry and disconnected. It is now enchanting and adventurous and exciting, and you are just constantly learning more and more and more, or just developing developing this understanding for this new perspective that's being introduced to you. And of course, at the end of the month, you're at the Princess of Pentacles. You actually find a way to manifest abundance from this magic. You find a way to manifest the abundance of your dream life from you developing and discovering your magic or your abilities. Whether that is like you starting a business, maybe you're discovering healing magic and you become a healer and you start to kind of transform your career path even to follow it. But either way, it's like throughout this month, you're having this very quickly accelerated learning and developing of this skill. Okay, you go through one experience, you find the ability to develop it and sit in it, and then you start to wield it, and then you begin to master it and let it lead your life. That's really exciting. And over here with the Eight of Swords and the Fool, I'm feeling the shadow work that you could possibly engage with in order for this to really sink in and set in for you. Is contemplating what swords you can free yourself from, okay? How you can get from the Eight of Swords energy to the Fool energy. And if that's not clear for you, Eight of Swords is representing kind of this, I'd almost say depressed feeling, or like you're pinned down by these 8 swords. You're kind of, you're alive, you're here, you're present. It's almost like this darker, like dusty relationship with life. Like, these 8 swords could even represent experiences that have shaped your own view on life. And then getting over here to the Fool of freeing yourself completely, ridding yourself of the swords that have been placed what felt so permanently, and finding that you can be and act however you wish to and in whatever way that feels freeing to you. So discovering that authentic self that could be the source of your magic is having an experience of truly just existing in the fantasy realm for you, whatever you daydream of, whatever you wish you could do if you didn't worry about other people judging you, experimenting with that. And in the early days of this month, really pushing yourself to follow that idea and push yourself to kind of develop this relationship with your authentic self. Because again, when you're existing within your authenticity, your authentic abilities come through for you. So if you're not really tapping into the magic yet, or you feel like you're not really getting there in the beginning weeks, it could be your relationship with yourself that holds you back from developing your abilities. Because again, if you only believe yourself to be the makeup of what's happened to you, rather than who you are internally, but an accumulation of the experiences you've been through, whether they are physical experiences or emotional experiences. Over here with the Princess of Pentacles, we see a developing of the third eye too, which is really exciting for you guys. And also with the Unexpected card, you see a developing of your imagination and your ability to dream, your ability to expand your perceptions of what's true for you and what you hold so close to you. I really see you, the blessing that's coming for you, coming through for you, is your relationship with life. If it feels drab, if it feels like it's exhausting, or it's just not enlightening, something is going to happen this month where you start to have this new relationship with life, and it is enriching and fulfilling. We also have over here Doctor, which is heal thyself. And with Doctor, it kind of just adds to your shadow work over here, and it's also going to be enriching your relationship with magic and with your abilities, is healing yourself, doing what you need to, again, remove these 8 swords and heal the wounds that are left over so that you can be your most healed, your most authentic version of you. So yeah, doing what you need to find out what it means for you to feel healed, what it feels right now, maybe sitting down with a journal, what it feels right now that is unhealed about you, what internal dialogues kind of point out areas of insecurity in your internal space or your relationship with yourself, what is showing you the weaknesses or the weak areas regarding where you don't feel confident in your abilities, or even just yourself, where you feel like you're missing something. It could be pieces of your childhood, pieces of your inner child period. It could be pieces of you growing up, but whatever severed you from this magic, because I think that's the kind of the overall like unexpected piece of this blessing is that it's a rediscovering of something you've always had. It's not that something's being placed in you. You're not being bitten by the radioactive spider and then turning into Spider-Man. You're rediscovering this magic that's already present or always been present for you. It's just been kind of muted by these Eight of Swords experiences. So healing yourself, healing your mental side, your mental space in order to be able to expand into this colorful, magical place again will really help you connect with these blessings and connect with even the most authentic version of you, where you're experiencing life for what it is and you're excited to be here. You are enjoying it. You feel good. And then last but not least, we have green and the hold. And I'm going to read these from the book for you. So we have green, which is number 78. Fresh growth, fullness, wildness, you are untamed and intertwined with the lushness of nature. Even in a concrete building, your wild weeds are peeking through the cracks. You've grown so much that now your sprouting is contagious to your surroundings. Even if someone trims back your limbs, you will keep growing wild, wild, wild. Okay, so to add to your blessings and to add to this magic and even help you understand what it is that you're going to be experiencing, it's the energy of wild, the energy of nature, the energy that is available in nature, that allows nature to grow wherever it feels like it wants to grow, wherever it feels welcome to grow, in whatever shape or version of itself it feels like. If you look to the trees, limbs don't grow in any specific pattern, and it feels like almost this experience of the Eight of Swords has told you to be a very stiff and straight version of yourself, and this shadow work that you're participating in is going to help you be more fluid and more flexible and find these different areas that you've never really tapped into before, because again, as a child, probably we see a child represented here, it was probably muted, or it was probably put to the side because you had responsibilities or traumatic experiences, whatever it is that didn't allow you to explore that version of yourself. You are tapping into that ability, that energy this month in order to discover your authentic self, your inner child, this magic that we're talking about, etc., etc. And then we also have the hold, which is number 32. And it says, sometimes we are sad and we don't know why, like a dark cloud came over you and won't give up following you around. It might be that the best way to rid yourself of this gloomy grump is to truly bond with it. Feel your feelings deeply. It might be that you have fear of showing your more moody sides to the people in your life. It's also possible that these feelings have come about as a way of weeding out people who no longer serve you. If they cannot love your low moods, then they can't possibly see the true brightness of your shining joy. Okay, so the hold is showing you again that you felt disconnected from life. I don't know if it's your experiences or the leftover mentality that your experiences have left you, but this Eight of Swords is no longer serving you. This mentality that keeps you scared or depressed or even anxious, or locked in the mentality of you must be something specific in order to be worthy of love and of healing, and even this magic too. And that's why sometimes discovering the authentic self can be so intimidating, because it requires you to feel your feelings. It requires you to be real about your experiences and to be honest about whether or not you're happy with this side of life and whether or not you want to explore and expand your perceptions in order to get to this side of life. But that's really encouraging, because again, this is just showing you that you are supported, whether you feel it or not. Your divine support is there. You being led to this message today, you are obviously supported by someone or some spirit, some energy that is encouraging you to rediscover your wild energy and heal yourself, to discover and to master your abilities, to be able to rely on your magic and explore it and let it cater to you and let it provide for you. You no longer have to feel like you have to hide from the world, because the world has nothing really to offer you anymore. You get to go and claim it all yourself. That's really, it's like an empowering message. You are finding your power to exist completely and wholly. And I just think that that's really exciting for you, pile number one, because there's just so much to discover here. You have so much in your physical world to start creating new relationships with. You know, it seems like there's certain mentalities that have been outlived by you, certain things that you've held so close to you. It could be opinions, beliefs, aesthetics, etc. You know, how you, it seems to permeate every aspect of your life, your relationship with your surroundings, your relationship with yourself, your relationship with your power and your abilities, your relationship with your internal and your external world, relationship with nature. It seems like a lot of things are taking on this new role for you, and it's just going to be empowering you to be more present in your life rather than feeling exhausted and feeling the need to close the door and hide from your life. You get to live it and experience it for what it is rather than rushing to a specific thing that you've been told to prioritize over yourself for so long. So with that being said, also your shadow work for the month, again, could be feeling your feelings when they come up. Ask yourself, what is this feeling trying to tell me about my situation or about myself? What could I possibly learn from this emotion right now? Also, allowing yourself to experience them, allowing yourself to follow your anger or follow your sadness, follow your heartbrokenness, facing a lot of the truths, especially if your experiences from your childhood are kind of what's locked you in this disconnection from your authentic self. Following the root of these issues is going to bring up a lot of memories, and it's going to bring up a lot of truths that you might not have been aware of before this, and that's okay. Make room for them, and then again, remember that you are discovering your power and you are liberating yourself, so it's okay for those things to come through for you. Sitting with the inner child and almost like going to your childhood home, finding your inner child and taking them out of that home and saying, this is what we're going to do now. We're going to be liberating ourselves. We're going to be living completely for ourselves, and we're going to be discovering our magic and our abilities, and we're going to be healing and creating wild space where we get to just exist and no longer have to confine ourselves or have to sit inside these walls anymore that have held us in contempt and in darkness, have pinned us down and kept us from our magic and our abilities and our experiences even, and the magic of life. So I'm really, really excited for you, pile number one, because you get to discover so much about yourself and so much about life that is going to be opening your eyes and making you feel more deeply rooted. So I would say support yourself as much as you can with grounding techniques and with, you know, this month, support yourself, nourish yourself, give yourself what you need to feel okay, and then welcome in these ideas and these perspectives and these shifts that are going to bring you closer to this authentic self. If it feels scary at certain times, it's okay. Remember that you're on a journey, that you're discovering something. You don't need to know the answers right away, that the truth is finding its way to you, and you are open to learning rather than, I need to know everything right now, and because I don't, I feel like I'm not doing something right. Okay, be the master of your internal dialogue this month, and that will again help you feel like you have the ability to explore that self-forgiveness, that self-awareness, even allowing yourself to exist and make mistakes and be okay, and self-forgiveness. It's all going to support you. Don't repeat the cycles of those who have kept you in this limited space, as far as telling yourself that you're not good enough, telling yourself that you need to do better, or you need to know what's going on in order to feel safe. It's kind of like using your magic to bat off all of these swords that were previously over here. Now they're kind of aimed at you, and you're using your magic and your abilities to ward them off and say, you're no longer relevant, you no longer serve me, I know who I am, I don't need you, you can leave. Okay, I no longer engage with this energy because it's only kept me from myself. So I feel like that was a lot of information. So if you have time, sit down and journal. Every reading that I do, I post an affirmations list. So if you check out the description box below, there will be a link to the affirmation list regarding your pile. I would check it out. I like to use them as like phone lock screens, just to keep, you know, these intentions at the forefront of your mind for the coming month. But again, going forward, you have everything you need to discover your authentic self. There is no purchase you need to make. There is no amount of training that you need to prepare for. You're on the journey, babe. You're already here. You need to open up. You need to prepare your mind. Tell your mind, okay, we're welcoming in new information, and you'll find that these experiences and this information will just find you. It's not going to be something you have to go and seek out. It will come and present itself. And as long as you're open and aware, you'll find and you'll feel these shifts, kind of like aha moments or pass go moments, I like to call them. So yeah, that's all I'm seeing for you, pile number 1. Good luck with your journey. I think you're gonna be doing amazing things by the end of this month and feeling amazing even. You're gonna feel so empowered. This sort of like openness to life. You're no longer scared or closed off. That's kind of the difference. The arms are now open rather than closed. And once again, you are completely supported. You're never alone. You don't have to feel afraid of your authentic self, okay? I love you and I believe in you. I will see you later. Hello, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. You picked number 17 with negativity, and I'm just going to get right into the cards and have them kind of explain what's going on here. So we have King of Pentacles, we have the Devil, we have 2 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so guys, okay, this it's funny that you picked negativity too, because I don't feel like a lot of people would really go towards the negative card, but I'm glad that you did, because this is a really uplifting message actually. To begin, we have, I'll start over here, we have the King of Pentacles and the Devil kind of opposing each other. So it seems like you're kind of in the situation where you have the 2 angels on your shoulders and they kind of talk back and forth to each other. You're in the middle, obviously, but you have this inner voice that gives you encouragement and gives you ideas and inspiration and keeps, you know, abundance in your mind. It tells you all these good things. And then over here on the other shoulder, you have the Devil, which tells you intrusive negative thoughts and why you should doubt yourself, what you should be afraid of at the moment. It sounds like and again, if you're human, it's easier to kind of fall in line with the Devil, because as long as you are fearing something, you're kind of thinking that you're being practical or realistic about something, because you have this awareness over here, this negative awareness, and we see even the negativity over here. So I think that the overall blessing that's coming to you in this month is going to be a shift away from negativity and the ability to start trusting the angel on your side, or the King of Pentacles over here, the voice in your head that does give you positivity, even if it's optimism or it feels delusional to you at first. Whatever it feels like, it's okay. You're just going to be exploring, trusting that abundance is on its way to you, even if it's not currently there. Replacing this, oh, you're nothing, you will be nothing, with I am everything and I will be everything. And it's like replacing that negativity with not even toxic positivity, but just trust that the negative stuff doesn't always apply. As long as you don't feed it energy, the flames grow a little bit smaller. They're kind of quieted, and you're able to kind of sit more in balance rather than feeling like you are so heavily doused with negativity over here. It seems like almost exhausted by it as well. So with that being said, over here we have the 2 of Pentacles showing, again, you're taking steps towards self-healing and towards a new relationship. with Pentacles showing up 4 times. You're taking steps towards a new relationship with abundance itself. Whether that's you perceiving it in new ways, in new mediums, in new currencies. We've been talking about this a lot on my channel. Understanding that there is abundance in time, there's abundance in perspective, opportunity, healing. Abundance doesn't only reach you in money. It's not only going to reach you in your bank account, but if you again only expect it or only know it of of this one currency and it doesn't come in that currency, then your negativity starts to tell you you're not abundant, you don't have abundance, etc., etc. You get locked in that cycle and in this headspace again, and you feel exhausted. But what we're being told is that this month you are starting this journey on creating a new relationship with abundance in totality. So finding it in new currencies. We see water back here, thinking about how abundant the ocean is in water, in life, in salt, in so many different things, in power. The universe is calling on you to understand abundance as more than monetary. And that's again what this Ace of Pentacles is showing, is this new beginning for you, this new beginning in your mental space. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords, where before you had this kind of survival mentality or doomsday mentality, even, where you just expected the worst to happen all the time. And I think that this is a result of your experiences. You've seen things crumbling previously, and so now you just kind of expect the worst thing to possibly happen. So this negativity isn't necessarily your fault. It's just an accumulation of your experiences and what you have known to be true previously. But now your internal dialogue is kind of built up on the idea of everything going wrong, and it's robbing you of experiencing this abundance that is present for you already. I think again, we are replacing, you're kind of seeing that there's this, you are in between these two places. You're in between these two number 9s, and you have the ability to lean towards either one. It just takes your will, it takes your mental intention to lean more towards trust and divinity rather than fear and anxiety. And it's going to take a lot, especially if this relationship with negativity is built up off of your life experiences and this is what you know to be true. It's going to take you perceiving reality in a new way. It's going to take you understanding that even if you have an abundance of negative experiences, that's an abundance of lessons. That's an abundance of opportunities. And some things, again, this is not all things that have happened to you that you deserved them or that they were necessarily necessary for you to live or for you to get here. It's just kind of saying that those things have happened, but let them be past tense. Let them be past tense and let this day be new. If abundance is reaching you, if abundance is knocking on the door, let it in and no longer let this negative experience rob you of experiencing joy. The quote, "too good to be true" is coming up. I think that too good to be true is it's a quote that again robs you of the ability to sit in your abundance and feel good about it. It makes you think about, oh, okay, when is this abundance going to end? Who's giving it to me and why? And you're just asking questions that don't really serve you or the situation, but it's robbing you of your ability to enjoy yourself, your abundance of joy, your abundance of experience. There are certain things that are not that bad. Yes, terrible things have happened in the past, but those terrible things are making you think that these not so bad things are incredibly terrible and incredibly painful, when really a shift in perspective could help you see that this is an opportunity to learn. This is an opportunity to control your emotions and to get more in touch with your authentic self and to be more of like the captain of your ship rather than being so heavily controlled by your external environment, right? again, I just want to highlight that abundance is present for you. We even have an abundance of mushrooms in the negativity card. Abundance is present for you, and it's coming to you in this month as one of your blessings. You just have to be open to receiving it. One of your shadow work prompts could possibly be actively working against the devil, saying, that's a word of the devil and I will not listen to it. When a negative thought comes into your head, that's a word of my past experiences and I will not listen to it because it doesn't apply right now. It's going to be robbing me, or it is currently robbing me of my joy, and I'm not going to continue to listen. I'm going to turn off. Even like if you were listening to bad music, you wouldn't sit there and listen to it. You'd turn it off. Let it go. Don't let it have any more room in your space, because this abundance is so clearly present for you. It wants to be heard by you. Don't let it be drowned out by the devil. I'm going to keep going. We have guide. We have, it says follow in the footprints of greatness. So I think that this is, again, just kind of asking to be placed over top of the devil and saying, instead of looking over here, look over here. What could possibly ring true for positivity in this moment? Or not even toxic positivity again, but the idea of I'm okay, I'm safe, and abundance is on its way to me. Knowing that even if something bad happens, even if you get cut off in traffic, that doesn't need to that doesn't need to be followed up with a raining of swords. It's okay. You're still okay. You know, in what situations can you be more in control of your mental space because you know you are divinely led? Maybe that person cutting you off made you slow down on your traffic route, and now for some divine reason you are getting to work at the exact time that you need to. You missed a car that would have ended in a wreck. Whatever it is, you can think of all the different possibilities, but the truth is, in this moment, you are okay. Abundance is present in many mediums and many currencies, and you don't need to sink into the exhausting nature of negativity. A few more things that we have here. We have labyrinth. We have be free, do what you love, and calm. Okay, I thought it said claim. Sorry. Calm within transformation. Okay, so I'm going to start over here because I'm going to read these two out of the book for you. But calm with transformation, we see over here, even on the Knight of Swords, that there's a snake being stabbed by the sword as well. One of the shadow work that could help you prepare for these blessings and could help you open up to receiving and even being aware of this abundance is a transformation within your mental space regarding, again, the negativity that you just don't need to be participating in anymore. It does not serve you. It does not bring in any more abundance when you just co-sign the negative thoughts, what did I say earlier? The intrusive thoughts. When you co-sign them and allow them to exist so powerfully inside of you, let them go. I'm going to read Labyrinth for you. Let's see, number 23. Labyrinth says, your dream world is where some of the most important information is given. When you rest your eyes, your spirit body is free to explore the realms and to re-energize itself. We process a lot of information from our daily activities while we sleep. This card is telling you that there are answers for you in the winding labyrinths of your dreams. Before you sleep, ask your dreams to provide you with the information and allow yourself to be open to listen. Okay, so your dreams could be really important for you this month as far as showing you again how abundance is coming into your life, where it's already present. I would suggest starting a dream journal and decoding, because again, if you haven't really done dream work before, dreams can be really confusing in the beginning, but writing things down and just seeing if they become relevant later on can be helpful. But yeah, so we see, like with the labyrinth and also with the negativity card, we see another figure sleeping. I think that rest is going to serve you, allowing yourself to rest from the negativity, from the traumatic experiences you have been through. Allowing yourself to kind of let go of the negativity inspires more rest and guilt-free rest, shame-free rest. allow your body and your mind to guide you. If you feel tired, allow yourself to go and rest if it's present for you. Don't try to shush yourself if internally there's a message being brought to you by your body, as in, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I need a break, I need a boundary, I need a meal, I need a hot shower, whatever it is. Indulge in yourself and your self-care, and be abundant for yourself. Even, I'm hearing, be free and do what you love. I feel like that's pretty straightforward, but I want to read it anyways. It says, why do we fear doing what we want? Maybe it's too many good intentions from the people around us trying to guide us towards being good and right. It can feel like you're living in skin that is not yours, like you are pretending your whole life. If you could do anything with your time, what would you do? 100 years seems like a long time, but if you think about all the things that you could do, if you could do anything you want, it's not that long. Maybe now is a good time to start doing what you love as much as you can. The more energy you dedicate into what you love, the more opportunities to do what you love will grow. When you find what you love, everything else just feels false. Okay, so I feel like the takeaway from this card is, hold on, there was one part that I really liked. Okay, right. So the more you feed into the light of positivity and love and abundance, the more opportunities for it to show will come up. Like we said before, letting this negativity sort of fall away and no longer serve its purpose, and just letting it, if it comes, it's there, but not following it, letting it go and dissipate as quickly as it comes. The more you feed positivity, the more you feed trust and divine inspiration and guidance and believing that you are okay, the more it will start to feel natural to your brain. You're kind of reworking this internal dialogue that has been built in protection, from your childhood years. And it's just no longer necessary, and that's okay. There comes a point in your life, many points in your life, where you'll have to change the way you treat yourself, and this is one of those times. It's going to take a lot of your intention to, when you hear the negativity, say no thank you. Just no thank you. I do not wish to engage with this energy. I would rather follow down the path that I'm trying to seek out, which is positivity and enjoyment and love and peace and calm. That's all I have for you, pile number 2. But as a little recap, the blessings coming to you, obviously, in abundance is abundance. And it's in many currencies. It's in inspiration and creativity. When you discover what you want to do with your life, what you would like to be doing with your time, you will discover that the abundance of time, the abundance of materials needed to do those things, the abundance of ideas, they will all come in full circle. Again, opening your perception to receiving abundance in new ways that you didn't really consider to be abundance before, because this negativity was saying, oh, that's silly. Drawing in a coloring book, or getting a coloring book from a garage sale is an abundance. That's silly. No, it's not. That is abundance. That's an abundance of opportunity for creativity, kind of opening your ideas to just being okay most of the time, and actively working against these negative patterns, these negative thoughts, will help you feel more grounded in your reality, will help you feel more grateful for what you have and the experiences you have, and help you feel more open to this transformation and seeing really how far it can take you. We have abundance coming in large numbers. The King of Pentacles is even here. So however far you are willing to follow this abundance and this transformation, it will lead you to great riches, to great wealth of abundance, again, in any medium, whatever that means to you, but it will lead you to your biggest dreams and desires if you are able to follow it and able to actively take the power away from the negativity that has held you down for so long. I wish you so much luck, because again, this takes a lot of mental work, a lot of mental repetition, until it becomes the habit of no longer believing your intrusive thoughts. But I'm telling you from personal experience, it is possible. I am someone who was locked in my mental labyrinth for a long time based on my negative experiences and my fear and my anxiety and my PTSD even, and intrusive thoughts. But I found that as I actively worked against my negativity and replaced it with divine trust and spirituality and openness to abundance in many ways, and no longer listening to the people who hurt me, because again, they were hurt in the first place. They were acting out of hurt, and so they could not have provided me anymore. Putting them to the side, saying, thank you for the opportunity. I wish to live my life in this beautiful, colorful way, and doing as best as I can to follow that out, to get closer to that, to when the negativity comes up, I'm okay, I can ground through it, I can deal with it, and I can come back to my intentions, and I can say, this is what I know to be true for me. No matter how loud the devil is, I know the truth of my reality, and it is positive, it is calm, it is peaceful. Keeping that at the forefront is what's going to help you make this transformation calm and easier for you. That is a huge blessing for you this month, and I wish you so much luck. I know you can do it. You are so capable of the shadow work necessary to enjoy your life. It's present. You being here is a complimentary message that you are capable of doing these things, of completing this transformation. So I believe in you so much. If you're interested, I have a link in the description box below where I make lists of affirmations that go along with each reading. So if you'd like to see the affirmations for your reading, check the description box. I like to use it as like a lock screen on my phone, just to help me keep my intentions at the front of my awareness, just help me remind throughout my days if there's negative things going on. I'm like, oh yeah, there's my intentions. Let me try my best to get back to the point, and it will get easier as long as you stay consistent, as long as you keep trying. Light as many candles as you need to get to this place with yourself. I promise it will be worth it. This peace and calm that you're getting to is going to be so worth it. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you later on. See ya.